It's TBISE, the best in sports entertainment. We're here live in Empowerment USA, TNS Media Group. So we want to just jump right into it, man. Got the Eagles yesterday, traveled up to Baltimore to play the Baltimore Ravens. Eagles ended up winning the game 24-19. The Eagles were primed and ready for this game. They kind of started off a little slow in the first quarter or the first half, but ended up getting it going. Jalen Hurts was 11 for 19, 118 yards, 1 touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 23 carries, 107 yards on the ground. A.J. Brown, 5 receptions for 66 yards. Flip side, Baltimore Ravens, you had Lamar Jackson, was 22 of 36 for 237 yards, 2 touchdowns, a QBR rating of 101. And then he had Derrick Henry, 19 carries, 82 yards. This game was a big showdown because a lot of people were kind of looking at both of the running backs and kind of saying, hey, listen, this is going to be a game. These guys will come here ready to play. They both came to play. I say that because both of the teams were very heavy in running the ball. Their packages were designed to run the ball, and each defense was geared to stop the other's running game. Eagles ended up coming out on top, man. Your thoughts on the Eagles yesterday? I mean, how did you feel about that?
First and foremost, hold up. Shout out to my Philadelphia Eagles. I want to say first and foremost that I'm not shocked that the Eagles did this, but I'm thoroughly pleased. You know, it's come a time where a team that's hot, you know, eventually stumbles. And you know, if we was to stumble, I would have thought it would have been against the Baltimore Ravens. That wasn't the case, as all you guys have seen last night. The performance from Lamar Jackson was extraordinary. The man still put up 237 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had wide receivers still go out there and produce. Derrick Henry still went out there and produced. But the Eagles came and overproduced. They wanted it more in that game. I am really, really happy about how Saquon Barkley went out there and played yesterday. He stuck with it, as you see in the first half. He didn't really explode. He waited to the second half to start exploding.
Go ahead.
But that defense, that D, they call it that big D. That's what they call it, that big D. I'll tell y'all right now. It's time now. It's extremely time. It's extremely time for them to reach their, you know, because I still think they haven't hit their peak yet. I still think they finally have turned the curve now and doing what they're supposed to do. But we don't even have Devontae Smith in there playing, so they're not even at full power. They're not even at full power. They're still, you know, Mitch and Max in peaches because we lost Brandon Graham. As you can see, we didn't have him none in that game. We didn't have Darius Slay. These kids have stepped up and they're playing like professional athletes. They're playing like they're supposed to be here. I'm just overall happy, man. You know, and my man, I'm not going to take nothing away from LaMarvelous. I tell y'all that LaMarvelous is LaMarvelous until he got to come against an apex predator. This is what I was trying to tell him about Tawfiq, about these apex predators.
So the Eagles defense, you know, they kind of like shut. They shut them down because they only had 12 points going in the fourth. I mean, they almost ain't scored in the second half.
Yeah.
There was some big tackle plays out there, especially the play on Derrick Henry, open field with Cooper, DeJean. You know, these guys, these young boys playing.
Cooper like to bury him alive last night with that tackle. Open field tackle, pick up on back on Graham. Get here. You know what I'm saying? And I loved it. I love this for the Eagles. And then, you know, I have seen Philadelphia teams where they're good. You know, the years when we had Donovan McNabb and we went to 4 or 5 NFC championships and just couldn't get past the hump. You see something different with this good team here. This team is playing lights out football right now. I'm talking about in all aspects. The return game, defense, offensive line, defensive line, secondary of defense. All aspects of this game are being played to its full potential by the Philadelphia Eagles, Tawfiq.
Yeah, both teams, you know, played fairly well as far as, you know, protecting the quarterback. I mean, the Ravens had 3 sacks, and the Eagles had 3 sacks in the.
You sure it was just 3?
Yeah,
I thought it was 4 or 5.
We had 3. We got 3 sacks yesterday. 3 sacks. It was one by Nolan Smith, another by Jalen Carter, and both Zach Barnes.
But did you see Jalen Carter?
And Hunt got a half a sack.
Did you really see Jalen Carter? Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of stuff that he does that you don't notice right there because of the play of the play on the field, because it might be overlooked by a person in the backfield getting to the quarterback. But the disruption that this man causes for the play to form out and play the way it play.
Yeah.
This man starts up front next to Davis, and I'm talking about he tears this line apart time in, and time and again. He's a child too. This is his second year with the Philadelphia Eagles. He is going to be one of the greatest defensive tackles of all time. This man plays this. Yes. This is only his second year. I'm giving him that right now. Mr. Carter, for one of the greatest all time right now. You heard it here on TBISE, the best in sports entertainment.
I think that you're probably just saying that because you are an Eagles fan. You know what I'm saying? I understand the excitement behind the win, but it's to say he's going to be a great Eagle all the time. I'm not saying it can't happen, but what I'm saying is, you gotta just give him some time to grow into that position. You know what I mean? So, but on the flip side, we're just kind of just go into the Eagles. Go back to the Eagles as a whole. The Eagles show a lot in this game. They show that
they can win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, they're right there in the hunt, man. Detroit Lions number 1 in the NFC, Eagles number 2 in the NFC.
Because now who is the next for us to be? Like, because everybody say, well, the Eagles, they ain't played nobody yet. Their schedule is soft, or everybody they played was under 500. What's next now? What's after this week? What are the critics going to say for the Philadelphia Eagles to do moving forward this week? We got the Steelers on our schedule next, right?
Eagles they play next week. They play the Panthers next week. The Panthers.
We can sit all the starters for the Panthers.
I don't say I.
We can sit me and you. I go out there quarterback. You be my wide receiver next week for the whole Panthers.
I mean,
that's a bye. That's a bye.
And
no disrespect to the Carolina Panthers, but y'all just not good right now.
Well, Bryce Young is playing a lot better. He's playing a lot better.
Yeah, Bryce Young. Bryce Hum. That's what I call him. Bryce Hum.
They ended up losing yesterday to the Buccaneers, so we'll see what happens in that game. But anything else you want to add as far as the Eagles go, man?
All I'm saying is the haters out there. I have numerous haters on this line. I got a good friend of mine from out of Washington, D.C., man, and he told me this will be the measuring stick. Like, he's in a group chat of mine when I'm not at work, and he didn't even comment after the game. He didn't comment. He didn't say nothing. And he's usually, real vocal about the wrongs that the Philadelphia Eagles may do. I'm looking for him right now. I don't know if he's harmed, if he's well, if he's overslept. But these are just some of the fans that go against the Philadelphia. Like, now, where are y'all at? What do y'all have to say right now about these apex predators? This is what I'm trying to tell y'all about this big mob that's coming through every week, week in and week out. Here we go. This is what you're going to get to the end of the season. Super Bowl, here we come. That's what all I got to say.
So also another bright spot for the Eagles once again this week, Quinyon Mitchell. He showed up again.
Sent him back to jail. He's not even letting nobody out of prison. They giving him papers to release prison from San Quentin, and he's not doing it. He's not. He said they can't go. He said they cannot go. Not this week or the next week after or the one that follows behind that. These people will stay in prison.
And the Eagles are still without 2 major starters, one on defense, one on offense. Big play Slay and wide receiver Smith is out planning a big return this week. So we'll see what happens.
They don't even got to come back this week. This a bye. They going down there and play Bryce Hum. That's who they going down there to play. They can go ahead and rest everybody. We had 2 buys this year.
2 buys.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, man. It's TBISE, the best in sports entertainment.
MegaCare LLC. We give you an abundance of what you need. We know what you need. We can literally read your mind. Look at me. I'm staring right into your soul. We're going to give you an abundance of it. MegaCare LLC has been rated #1 in Pennsylvania for home care agency since 2020. They got the best pay, the best care, medical, dental, 401k. If you're located in Philadelphia County, Bucks County, Chester County, or Montgomery County, call today at
215-644-8341.
Oh, hello, is this MegaCare? I just called the number that was here at the screen. This is crazy.